It's about time. It's halfway point in practice 8 today, and I think everybody's looking forward to getting the first scrimmage under their belt. It'll be a big personnel evaluation. Some of the returning guys that have played a lot of football, it will be good for them to get some bangs in there and see where they've progressed, where maybe they've worked on some of the things we've talked about this off season. And the thing that this scrimmage is really exciting for is the younger kids, the kids that played special teams roles maybe last year, or the red shirts, just to see them, getting the flow of the game without coaching, so to speak, and how they react under fire and how they handle the situations.
What have you seen before this scrimmage? What have you seen for the last 2 weeks?
I think there's been we talked about it earlier, a very good basic knowledge of what we're doing from not just the first and second group, which we expected, obviously, but the younger kids have a really good working knowledge of what we asked them to do. So that's been fun to see. I think for 8 days, the attitude and the mental approach has been pretty good. Usually there's a lull in there, especially leading up to the first scrimmage when you get a little tired of hitting each other. But they've been pretty good. The attitude's been good. The competition level, I think Coach has done a good job of kind of throwing a bone out there every day. Let's compete against the defense, and get some excitement going. So I've been pleased. Now the evaluation, it's like I said, this Friday we'll really sit back and watch. Now this is a fun day for a coach. You call the play, you sit there and watch and see how we do, and there'll be some things that we're really pleased with. There'll be some things we know we have to work on, but we need to find out where we're at.
Todd, what have you seen from the backup quarterbacks in these first 2 weeks so far?
I think a couple of things. Bobby's working hard on a couple of things we thought that hindered him last year. I think he had to get sharper with his reads and understand exactly what was going to happen pre-snap, have a real good gauge, so kind of a coach on the field, more of that approach to what he did, and really working hard on him throwing when he had to redirect his feet. He was throwing pretty well if he just had 1, 2, 3 and get it out, but he struggled with accuracy when he had to redirect his feet, so he's working hard on that, and we've seen a little bit of improvement there. Matt just had to get him back his confidence level. When we redshirted him a year ago, I thought he just kind of not shut it down, but kind of went into redshirt mode. Just talked to him about competing. What's your standard? How much do you want to be a great football player? How important is it to you now? And he's done a nice job. He's come out. He's gotten better every day. His numbers are good in practice. So I'm looking forward to watching him, especially to see how he handles it. But he's done a nice job, especially running with the three group.
When you say he's gotten better, is there some areas that you say he's excellent in?
Matt?
Yeah, Matt.
I think the biggest thing we've harped on him is he's always been a pretty accurate thrower. Getting the ball out on time, not waiting until it's open. And he's gotten better there. We chart how many late throws he has every day, and maybe the first 3 or 4 days, or maybe 6 of them. If he threw 35 balls, let's say. Now he's down to 1, 2, or 3 on a given day. So getting the ball out on time, I think he's improved a tremendous amount. And when he kind of went through that red shirt last year, he was kind of pushing the ball and really not throwing it, and just getting back. And we worked on him that this off season, and gotten, as I say, throwing some fastballs back there, and he's spinning a little bit better. And so that's been an area that I think he's improved also.
Todd, can you give us an update on Estenor and how he's doing, and also who's kind of stepped up in his absence there at guard?
I think he's doing well. Just from what Steve has reported on him, it's coming around nicely. I don't know, his availability, next week, the week after, whatever, but I think it's coming along well. A couple of guys, Grinyard Gumminson's a young guy that we were running with the 2s. We threw him at the 1 as a freshman redshirt last year and had a ton of talent. It happened fast for him when we bumped him up, but it was good, because he had gotten some live reps with the 1s. And then Lawrence Martin is a guy that is a guy we got up there, and he has a lot of talent. And I always want to say Martin Lawrence, by the way, I always screw that up.
Everybody does.
But, he has a ton of talent. And now his is getting comfortable with our system. He was playing on the left side. We bumped him over to the right now with Danis's Nick. And that will throw him a curveball a little bit, just getting comfortable. But talent-wise, now he's one of our better players. So this will be a real big key for him to get comfortable, because we think he's talented enough to be a contributor for us.
If those guys are on the right side, is it Damian at left guard, or who else is there?
Damian's working at the left guard, yes. Mm-hmm. And we're bumping those guys around right and left because you have to develop depth at all the front 5 spots.